Hello, my name is Shane O'Donnell. I talk to you today about, and in most business owners, in most corporate leaders, in most minds of entrepreneurs, there is an impossible goal that they want to achieve. This is the goal that, when it is achieved, will fundamentally change everything. So in your business, it'll accelerate growth. It'll multiply the profit. In your If you're a corporate leader, it will transport your career to a new level, a level that you want to operate from. And for the entrepreneur, that's the idea that's going to disrupt an industry. So in each one of those types of people, there is this impossible goal. But how does one move from where they are towards that place? I mean, some people are what we call unconscious competence, where they actually just naturally do it. But there are people that aren't that way inclined. They haven't kind of figured it out just intuitively. So there is a practical way of doing it, and it can be learned. Success is a subject just like any other subject, and you can learn to be successful, because all you got to do is you got to change the way you think. You see, where the interesting idea is that it is our current operating system in our subconscious mind. It's the paradigm that we're operating from. That's our habits, what we believe, the routines that we move into every day, the assumptions we make, the expectations we have, the self image we have of ourselves. Those all form um, an operating system in our subconscious mind. So, what I want to do is give you a tool today just to help you just create order in your mind, both in your conscious mind and understanding the relation of that to your subconscious and how that operates through your body, causing you to behave in a certain way, giving you your results on an ongoing basis. Then, how do you shift that so that you can accelerate your growth in whatever area that interests you? If you're a business owner, or if you're a career leader, or a corporate leader, or if you are an entrepreneur that wants to disrupt an industry. So let me share my screen here, and we'll take it away from there. So if we take this concept here of what I call a blue sky quadrant, okay? So it's got four quadrants to it, and this is just to help you create order in your conscious mind. But let's just understand the relationship of there. When we wake up every day, there is a certain amount of energy that we feel. And then when we direct that energy, then we get outcomes in our life. So, how does that work? What's the relationship between our mind and our body? And some people say their brain and the body. We can go on with those sort of arguments forever, but let's just create some order for simplicity. Let's say that this is you today. All right. You only have this moment in time. And that's why it's important to understand this quadrant, because if you're placing any time in the past, and say quadrant one is, it's the good past. Okay. These are all the successes. And if you are reminiscing about the past and your past successes, then you're not thinking about your future. Okay. That's where your thoughts and your emotions are going. And equally, if you're in quadrant two, this is your bad past. This is all your failures. Then, if you're spending time down here, then what you're doing is you are creating, I'll change the color, doubt and worry, about which causes fear in this quadrant. Okay, so let's just talk about you today and the relationship of your mind to your body and how you get your results. Okay, so this is an image that Dr. Thurman Fleet came up with 1934, I think it was, in San Antonio, Texas. He was in the healing arts and said that, we're spending a lot of time focusing on fixing the body, but no one's helping people fix their mind. That's the cause of most of the problems. So if we say that this top part here is the mind, and you've got energy flowing into it, and this is your conscious mind, and this is your subconscious mind, this is your thinking mind, and this is your emotional mind. So what happens in your thinking mind, let's say you're thinking a thought for a long period of time, it actually gets impressed upon your subconscious and you become emotionally involved with that idea. So that's what a belief is. It's a fixed idea that you're emotionally involved with. You believe it. Some of those beliefs don't serve you, but you still believe in it. Figure that one out. You inherited from the environment you grew up in. Maybe your parents believed in this idea or someone significant in your life believed in this idea. You adopt it because they believe it, you believe it. So it becomes part of your operating system. And like I say, some of them don't serve you. And when you start to go down this track of trying to uncover what actually serves you, you'll figure out that what you're thinking inside of here. So we're emotional beings. I'll change the color again. And let's say that you get emotionally involved with an idea. This subconscious mind is 95% of your results are caused by what happens subconsciously. Your habits, your routines, the belief system, your self-image, how you perceive yourself, the self-concept you have, your confidence, your self-image, what you believe in yourself. It all resides in what we call the paradigm down here. Okay, so let's say every day you're moving into action, and your subconscious mind, you get up and you go into the normal routine. It causes you to behave in a certain way, and at the end of every day, you have certain results. Some of them you like, some of them you don't like. So that's important to understand that concept. How? So you cannot move further forward with step change in your life if you don't change what's happening inside. If when you understand how to shift your paradigm, then you can shift the results, because the cause of your results is actually the operating system that you're moving into every day. That's causing the results. A lot of people focus on the behavior, but the behavior is actually caused by the paradigm. So once we understand that, then we can use that to our advantage. So let's say you are a business owner and you've got this impossible idea. It's way out of this area, which is your self-image. Okay, these are the limits of what you believe is possible for you right now, and that's an interesting idea, because what you believe you are today and what you're capable of, when you were born, you didn't believe that, you didn't know that. So you've just inherited these ideas as you went along the way, and now that forms your belief system. So if that's the case, then you can shift that. You can learn how to improve your self-image and how to shift your paradigm. So if you say that that's the impossible goal, this is what is possible, I call it an impossible goal because you don't know how to get there just yet. But if you say, okay, well, then this quadrant here is the blue sky. This is lifting the limits of your imagination. And you say, I'm going to start focusing up here, because if I focus down here, this is where logic and reason reside. And logic and reason say, yeah, but you can't do it. You've never done it before. Of course you haven't done it before. That's why people invent things. This was invented one day. Now it's a very sophisticated piece of equipment. Okay, someone had an idea. You can do the same for your life. You can do the same for your goal. That goal that once achieved will fundamentally transport your career, transform your business, and disrupt the whole industry. That's the important thing. So if you learn to stay up here and you build rules and boundaries around, and you protect this idea, you don't go and share it with the wrong people who say you can't. You don't do that. You protect it until it becomes an emotional part of your being. You impress it upon your subconscious mind. It'll start to move in the direction of this area here. That's where you get growth. Here is logic and reason. You'll have incremental growth. It'll bore your senses. It'll put you out of business because you don't want to go and do this. You don't want to live in this area. It's too dull. It's like, okay, well, I've got 10% growth. That's what I budgeted for. So what? Who's going to get fired up with that? Yes, there are people that can do that, and they are essential for every business. That's what the sort of management area, the accountants, all of those people, that's what they do. They're very good at it. But then there are people that are the creators of the next level of the business, the creators of the disruption in an industry, the person who says they don't just want to be this place in the corporate environment, they want to be up there. That's the person who is spending a bit more time there, getting new ideas and implementing them, taking action on new ideas from this quadrant here. I hope that helps.